This was my reaction to the childhood scenes with Makoto and Haru. Oh my gosh! This was my reaction to the swimming this week. Oh my god! This was my reaction to Makoto losing to Haru in the 200-meter swim. Oh my god, he sparkles! Hey guys, how are you all today? I'm so excited to be reviewing the new episode of Free! Oh, it's good! I really wish I filmed my reactions when I was watching this episode because I had so many more reactions than what you guys just saw. Like when, I'm trying to like process thoughts and thinking. I had to bring Makoto back into my video because he's just so adorable, and I will fight anyone who says that Makoto is not the most like sweetest and most adorable, loving friend ever. So there were so many things I loved in this week's episode of Free Eternal Summer. The Iwatobi Club and the Samezuka team are heading to the preliminary matches, and really it's only a rivalry between them to see who's gonna get to like the finals because no one else can really compare to these guys. And so one of my favorite parts of the preliminaries was seeing Captain Mikoshiba come and support his younger brother, and both of the Mikoshiba brothers just like gaze across the parking lot and they spot Go and they're like, oh, she's there! And then they're both like crushing on her. So Seishiro is like, Momotaro, you better like show Go how amazing your swimming is and like capture her heart. And Momotaro is like, yes, I definitely will. I won't lose to you. And I was like, oh my god, the Mikoshiba brothers are so adorable. I'm so glad they put Seishiro back because he's so like outgoing and so brash and so out there that he's just really fun to have around. Oh my god, the muscles in this episode. And speaking of muscles, did you guys love that moment when Go was like, I am not gonna freak out over muscles until you guys make it to the finals? And then all the guys are like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it, don't suppress yourself, it's not healthy. I love how they added just little things in where Nagisa and Rei are like really close now. They have matching swimsuits apparently. I did not love the MakoHaru ship as much as I did until today. Like I'm always usually pretty torn between Haru-Rin and MakoHaru, and then today I'm just like, it's Haru-Mako. Haru-Mako is going so strong! What I kind of discern from Mako and Haru's friendship and their closeness is that Mako is always kind of taking into account Haru's feelings. So sometimes Mako will like give up some things he likes just because he wants to do things with Haru, and he usually goes along with what Haru wants. In this episode, we kind of get to see Mako grow as a character in the sense that he's not just like the sidekick to the main protagonist of the show. He actually kind of like has his own resolve to like stand up and be a really outstanding swimmer on his own. And even though he lost to Haru, he's like really grateful he gets to swim with Haru. He's really grateful that Haru didn't like hold back against him, and Haru is the best in the water. I love how Makoto reacted to losing to Haru. The sparkles and the cuteness and the even Makoto as a child is just so adorable. I want to like go and smother that child with love. I really wish we got to see more of Rin, but it's a little bit hard because he's always like doing his Samezuka thing. We got to see a bit of how Sosuke reacts in competition, and he was kind of expecting it when Nitori lost in the breaststroke competition. And even though everyone else was like, yeah, he's been working really hard, he's improved a lot, Sosuke just kind of has that mindset that's like, okay, well, he didn't win, so it doesn't matter anyways. A really big thing was how Haru and Rin were racing, and Haru wins against Rin again. And when Sosuke asks Rin, like, why are you losing to this guy? Rin tells Sosuke that Haru is always faster every time he races him, and that's kind of understandable. I mean, Haru is very, very talented, and now that he's actually put in like hard work to kind of train and stuff, he's just gotten a lot better. So I'm really excited to see Haru and Sosuke race in the relay race that's gonna happen in next week's episode. Speaking of next week's episode, how are we going to wait until next week's episode? I need next week's episode like now. I feel like I'm gonna just explode if I don't find out what happens next. So obviously you could tell that I just love this week's episode of Free so much, and this is one of those really happy and warm and fuzzy episodes in season 2 that makes you love season 2 more than season 1 because you're getting more into how the characters interact with each other, how they feel towards each other, all the happy and friendship stuff. I'm just on happy free cloud 9 right now, so I can't really give anything analytical. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that could make this episode better, except for the fact that maybe Rin could have had more interactions with the Iwatobi boys. Other than that, I thought this episode was pretty damn perfect. I loved it so much. I know all of you Makoto fangirls loved it as well. You guys were probably just like flipping out as my Zaiwa's even more so. And in the previews, we did get a few snippets of what's coming up, and there's these few dark scenes where like Sosuke is talking to Rin, and I really hope they make Sosuke the type of like antagonist that you can't hate, because I like Sosuke a lot right now, and I don't want him to be like isolated as the bad guy just because he has like tougher and more firm views when it comes to competitive swimming. I have a lot of faith in Kyoto Annie right now to like execute the story in a really flawless way. I know you guys were fangirling as much as I was, so leave a comment below on what you guys thought of this week's episode, even if it's just like mindless cat blocks and screaming. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video on Free this week. It was hardly a review, mostly me screaming about what I like, but I hope you guys had fun fangirling. If you guys like this, don't forget to hit like or subscribe for more from me, and a new video will come up very soon. Bye! I was taking a shower this morning and I realized that my shower curtains have the future fishies on them, like the little doodle you see at the beginning. Yeah, fangirl life!